Good morning, Coffee Chat with Ann Payton, and today I have a special guest. Shonna, I didn't get your last name.
Majors.
Shonna Majors, the Executive Director of Brightwood Community Center. And I met her a couple of weeks ago at the Domestic Violence Educational Seminar, and it was wonderful. And I got to know a little bit about what Shonna does here at the community center and beyond that. So thank you for joining me so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
No problem. Well, do you want to start with telling them a little bit about you and your center here?
Sure. This is the Brightwood Community Center, and we have been around since 1935.
Wow.
Yeah. And we obviously not the same location where we started,
Right.
but we have a plethora of activities and programming that we do for the community. Domestic violence is one of them, where we advocate and educate. And we also have an opportunity to help some families get out of that situation. We do some youth programming with our kiddos, especially in the summer. We do summer camp,
That's
a lot
good.
of fun. Workforce development for our teenagers and our young people, trying to give them an alternative if they don't want to go to college to get a skill so they can still get a good paying job. We do a food pantry for our seniors. So we try to wrap around a little bit of everything for
everyone
everybody.
in the community.
Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about your TV show.
The TV show. It's called Laying
She's
It
famous.
Laying It on the Line.
Okay.
That TV show airs each Friday at 8 a.m. on WHMB TV 40.
Okay.
And so the premise of the show is we really highlight a lot of the issues and things going on in the community, especially as they pertain to our young folks.
Right.
Gun violence, teen dating violence, opioid epidemic, just all kind of school, education, family, home life,
Right.
all of those things.
All of those things that are not always in a healthy situation.
Right.
So.
And just trying to bring some awareness and education to the larger community about what our kiddos are going through and some of the ways that we can help. And we like to highlight some of the organizations that are doing good work that parents can connect to and get their kids involved.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
And so are you like a member of the Domestic Violence Network? Since that's where I met you?
Yeah,
or?
I'm a former board member.
Okay.
But we partner the Domestic Violence Network and Brightwood Community Center. We do a lot of partnering.
Oh, okay.
The area that we're in, 46218, has the highest volume of calls made to IMPD for help where domestic violence is concerned. So we thought we would focus our efforts in one of the areas that has the most calls. And when we started this work, it's been a year and a half ago in this area, to now, we are not number one anymore. We're now number 2. So while that's been a slight reduction in calls, we're really happy. We're hoping that means that things are going the right direction.
Yeah, that things are working.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. So what are some of the needs that you have here, and is one of those needs like mentors?
Yeah, one of the largest needs we have, mentors are always welcome, and volunteers are great.
Right.
We are looking to secure more funding around being able to help more families in the domestic violence situations, and also to build a new building.
Oh.
We are really outgrowing our space.
Exactly.
And so we want to kind of take on a capital campaign starting next year.
Wonderful.
To see if we can, we will
You will.
build a new building.
We'll pray for that.
Yes, prayers are always welcome.
Don't worry, just pray.
Yeah, prayers are always welcome for sure.
Okay, great.
Don't be afraid to talk about what's going on in the relationships and in the home. If you, as a family unit, can't resolve what's going on, open yourself up to going to a counselor you know, obtaining some counseling, educating yourselves on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Things are a lot different from when we were kids.
Right, exactly.
Than now. So I always say education is
Mm-hmm.
key. And we want to see our families stay together.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and a lot of times whomever the abuser or the victim is wants the abuse to stop. They don't necessarily want that person to go to jail.
Right.
And so looking at a way to keep those families together but get the help that's needed.
That's neat.
To you know.
And that
be able to
is
move through that.
partially being vulnerable and open to talking to counselors or mentors, or even like community
churches.
Exactly.
You know, I know there's good community centers out here in the community that have great staff that you can come in and talk to, that may be able to refer you to someone if you're not sure where to start.
Right.
That's a great place to start.
That's a great place.
If you have someone you trust at a church or any kind of religious affiliation you may have, reach out to that person. I would also say for churches and other businesses to make yourself aware so that you know how to help someone if they come to you for help.
Exactly. And I think that was some of the good education that I got from the seminar here in Indianapolis. It was wonderful. And I do know, myself included, when I went through some trauma, I didn't tell anyone, and I buried it and put a mask on for 20 years, and that does not work. And then it blows up into major health or mental health issues. And I think if we could get our families to stay together, our communities would be better, our state and country and everything.
Absolutely.
So, well, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, no problem.
I really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you.